Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today I'm going to show you a video series that I filmed a while ago. It was using lemons in a worm bin. Now this is something that is typically a no-no, they call it. You know, you're not supposed to really use them. Citrus is bad. The worms can't handle it. The acids are going to melt them. The oils on them are going to hurt them. Well, I decided to try this out. I have enough bins where I could try it out and see if it worked. And this series of videos that I put together a few years ago shows that you can do it. And I wanted to put these together in one solid video because I've had a lot of people ask me, well, where are the other videos? Did it work? And I thought I'd put together this one comprehensive video of all the videos in the series. That way you guys can watch them in one continuous clip. I'll skip over the intro sections and just go right to the bins themselves. But please enjoy this series and let me know if you have any questions down below. So we have our bin right here. I've already, as you can see, moved everything to one side. And I have this entire side open right here. Now what I'm going to do is I do not want to have them sitting on the ground. So I'm going to throw in a layer of cardboard here. Just like that, or maybe a little bit more. So I have a whole bunch of cardboard that I've shredded up ready to go for this. So I have the cardboard on top and there's cardboard sandwiched on this side with the worms. This bin was already ready to really be sorted, but I'm just trying this out because there's a lot of worms in here. I figure, you know, there's some food over here. I added some asparagus and some banana peels. So they have food over here. I'm not just gonna leave them with nothing. And they obviously have the bedding that they can also consume as well. So now what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna add these lemons. So right here I have a whole bunch of lemons. Let me get this open right now. Now these are all frozen lemons, so as you can see, so these are all frozen, and they're completely solid, they're frozen together, so I'm just going to throw these on this side. I'm going to throw a whole bunch of them in here, because we've been going on just like I was on my watermelon kick for a while, we're on a lemon kick right now to fight colds and add some vitamin C. Now, I don't think, with time, these will break down and the worms will eventually get them, but I'm looking for a way to speed this up. So I have my can here that has my crushed eggshell in it. So I'm going to add that quite a lot here to the top. And this I'm hoping will balance out some of the acidity of the lime in here. So I'm going to add a whole bunch of this to the top. All I can smell now is lime. Geez, that's really potent. So I'm going to add a whole bunch. Actually, I'm going to just add the rest of this can in there. Just like that. And I'm going to say it again. I say it every time I use my eggshells. I've read multiple times that you're not supposed to inhale the dust. So if you're doing this, I recommend you wear a mask. And then I'm going to cover this up with some more bedding. I'm not going to move any of the worms over or anything like that. I'm just putting bedding in here. I'm hoping that they will move over themselves once these start to kind of break down a bit and neutralize. So that's what I'm going to start with. Today is December 1st, so it's the 2017, so that way we can get an idea of how long it takes. Every once in a while I'm just going to kind of peek in, peel this back, take a look and see how the lemons are doing. If they are there after like 2 months and nothing's happened to them, I can say that they're never going to work on them. I'm going to take them out and throw them in something else like my bokashi bin, and we'll go from there. But I just want to kind of test this out and see how this works. I know I've done pineapple before in my bins, and I've done orange peels. My really large, bin that's at my parents' house, they throw in everything. So they've thrown in lemon and oranges and potatoes and tomatoes and all these things you're not supposed to put in your bin, and it works perfectly fine. So this is a smaller version, so I'm just small amount, you know, quite a bit, but small amount comparatively of lemons, and we're going to try this out and see how this works. So please subscribe to my channel so you get updates on this, and I hope you enjoy this little demonstration we're doing. Thank you. So right down here we have our bin. Now let's open it up. Okay, we see a little bit of it's actually, the lid's pretty dry. No water at all on it, which is fine. I usually like a little bit more moisture. We're seeing a little bit of a mold down in here in this section. It's kind of like a grayish mold. Let's just see here. This is the side I think that had all the lemons on it. and some banana peels. Let's just peel this back slowly. So there's definitely worms here. Nice big fat ones too. These are good sized worms. So I mean, this is one of the worms here. If it's focusing on my hand, so it's big. It looks healthy. Whole bunch of them over here by this banana peel. Let's just dig in a little bit moist down here. That's why I think I added more of the cardboard. But again, some really nice looking worms on here. I can smell the lemon a little bit actually from here. Still more moisture at the bottom. It's really moist down here. More worms. Again, they're all still very healthy. Lots of lemon. I mean, all I can smell right now is lemon. I'm guessing this is a part of a lemon right here. Worm was right by it. There's worms underneath it. So this is working. The lemon is almost overpowering how strong it is, the smell. So there's lots of little worms in here and big worms. They seem to be doing perfectly fine in this acidic type environment that was created probably by this. Now, I did add a lot of ground up eggshells. Actually, this is a lemon right here. So one of my worms just fell off here, but this is a lemon right here, and they're actually in it. I mean, this is a lemon, and you see there's a worm right here in the lemon right now. So this is working how I expected. All right, hold on. I dropped a worm out here. I gotta get him real quick, or I'm gonna try to at least. All right, maybe I'll come. Oh, there we go. So this is one of the worms that fell out here. So this is working really well. Nice, as I said, some really nice big healthy worms in here. I mean, I'm not used to seeing worms this big. Normally they're kind of smaller. Now this is a little bit moist, but it's not that moist where it should be that bad. I mean, you can definitely squeeze this and get more than a few drops of water out. I don't want to do that because there's worms in here, but it's not. I mean, I've had some where there's water in the bottom like crazy, and this is not like that at all. So this is actually very, very composted right here, this piece. This is, oh, and look at all the worms in here. Look at this. I mean, look at all the worms that are in here. Let me just move this bin over a little bit in case they fall again. But yeah, there's tons of them in here. They look very healthy. You know, I'm not seeing a lot of cocoons, but the worms look very, very healthy in here. Now they're a little cold, I have to admit, with the weather. I'm on the East Coast here. It is, I think it was 8 degrees this morning, and these are inside these worms, so it's not a big deal. I'm gonna just throw some of the bedding over here. Kind of mix it up a little bit. But it's a little bit chilly in my basement here compared to how it normally would be. Now this side is all composted because this is the side that actually had, all I did is I just took this bin and I flipped it over and I had this entire section open to try this out. So this is all composted really well. It's actually overly composted. But there's some worms in here too, but I'm surprised at how many worms made it over to this side of the bin and how well they're doing. So, actually there's still some, this is asparagus that was over here and it's still there. Looks almost like it's ready to be cooked almost. So, this side is still doing fine. There's still worms in this side as well, which doesn't surprise me. It's a little bit thicker than it was. I think they've really worked at it. This was not quite like this, as mushy as this when I first moved it over to the side. So I'm going to just kind of mix in some of this cardboard here into this, try to get it a little bit more mixed up a little bit. But this is working. Now I'm going to keep this still primarily to one side. The lemons are still going to be on this side over here, mixed in with the bedding, the fresh bedding material. So we have one side with lemons, one side without lemons over here. I just want to make sure that everyone has something to eat in the bin. So I'm going to make sure that we get some more stuff. All the banana peels appear to be almost gone though. I'd thrown them all over the bin. I threw a lot of them in here when I did it last time. Those are all gone. And the banana peels are just gone. Here's another area that's a little bit moist in the bottom. Again, the lemons are still there though. Oh, here we go. This is part of one of the banana peels. So they're, and a whole bunch of worms with it too. I mean, look, you can see all the worms over here. But they are eating the lemons as well, which is good. That's exactly what I want to see. I want to see them trying to take care of all this material that we've got in here and really start taking it down. Now I am going to actually, you know what, I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to add a little bit more food. I'm going to add some more banana peels. There's plenty of food in here really, but we're going to add a little bit more. So I've got these 2 frozen banana peels here. I'm just going to throw them in right here and cover them up, and that's it. So that's my update for this this time. This is doing actually very well. Surprisingly, I've never tried lemons before in a bin. I know other people that have, and my parents have a massive bin that they've thrown them in, and they eventually decompose. But to have them in a little bin like this is a lot, I think, for the adaptability of worms, to be able to try to even move through something like this and decompose them in a small section like this, where there isn't some place where you can really run to as much. I mean, there's not much room on this side over here, and they are able to dig in pretty quickly, and they've made, I don't want to say fast work. I mean, it's not fast how they're working on it, but they've made a lot of progress on it. So that's my update here. It's January 5th. If you like this video, please click a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.